What is going on, car guys and car gals? It's Lou Ramirez, the car guy.
And it's Fred Lenard's Optimus Subprime.
And we are back again on the Car Guy Coffee Podcast, having a great time at the Kain 2024 Clients and Friends Workshop. And we are on video talking to a guru of video that's bringing a little bit of hot AI to the market and making sure that people are brewing solutions when it comes to capturing some good footage of what's brewing at your dealership. Help us to make welcome the one, the only, Miro. Welcome to the show, brother.
Thanks, guys.
What's up, brother? Yes, let's have some fun. Let's talk about what's happening here at the Kain event. Listen, we're getting down to the last hour of this event. There's going to be a couple more interviews, and this one right here is just going to be as hot as the next one. I'm telling you, I love it. I'm excited. We're going to be talking about his business. We're going to talk the Kain event, but what brought you here to this event? And is this your first one?
Yeah, this is my first one.
That's what I thought. It's the first time I've seen you here. So I'm like, this is the first one. So what made you decide to come this year?
Yeah, I was actually doing like an organic search on Google, looking for conferences and things that would really make a lot of sense for me to attend. And I also heard a lot of great news about David Kain's events.
Yeah,
I was like, yeah, this is a great opportunity. Let me see what's up here. And also making some contacts already from NADA earlier in the year, and also at AFNY. So it's. Okay. So they're coming, so I'd like to see some familiar faces.
Man, I love that. You know, it sounds like you're trying to progress, not retrogress, and I love that. It's a big deal what we do here at the Certified Solutionaries and Car Guy Coffees. We make sure that we don't go backwards. We're always going forward, man. So sounds good. Way to make that decision. Great one to pick out of ones on the internet to go and search and find this one right here. So far,
it's crazy though.
What has been your opinion about how this event's been going?
I think it's fantastic. I like the fact that it's spread out over 3 days, which is really perfect. I think it's great that we had the racing event yesterday, which really makes it kind of more social. Because everybody kind of warms up the environment. So and just a lot of inspirational talks from a lot of different people from across the nation.
Okay,
awesome stuff.
So I mean, it's really interesting because generally most people would instantly say the reason why they made it to this event was David. Now, of course, you were supported in your search by knowing and hearing and the actual affiliations that David has had that's impacted you, but you actually did a search because that's what people do that want to get better at what it is they do. Everybody, they seek the information. And just a little bit ago, we had David Spizak on here talking about the information is out there. You don't necessarily have to come to one of these events to be able to get the ear of one of these vendors or one of the companies. A lot of times, in order to see this many dealers in one spot, yeah, you kind of do, because the dealers are knee deep inside of their businesses all the time. But you have a particular tool to help dealers do what it is that they need to do to be able to connect to their market. And you're amongst a bunch of people that have been fusing together their tools to complement each other's businesses and the experience that a customer has at a lot. What is it that your tool actually does to help a dealer go to the next level? Because those are the types of solutions that we're all trying to find out, especially when it comes to connecting on video.
Yeah, well, I think the easiest way to kind of summarize it is that it's automated and scalable product level video. So, and we targeted the automotive industry and found a very quick product to market match, and realized that this is absolutely gold for at least 2,500 dealers in the world, not in the U.S. particularly at this moment, but now in 25 different countries, 2,500 dealers, and it's a way to basically get your full inventory running with videos without having to touch anything. So it's fully hands off and real-time updates. So let's say a feed gets updated, information gets updated about a car, that automatically gets fed into the video creation, and you have nothing to worry about. So everything's just online for you in video form.
Wow, simple. Too easy, right?
I love it. But that's the idea. It's what they want. You know, they want to make it that easy. How did you make it that easy?
How to make it that easy? Well, I think one of the major topics of discussion is storytelling. It's also something I heard yesterday.
Said it perfectly.
Yeah, I mean, it's like, let's say it's been a lost art and now it's coming back, and it's actually absolutely critical. And I think one of the greatest pieces that we have is that one of our co-founders and creative directors is a Hollywood guy. So he's done work on Lord of the Rings and Harry Potter. Things like that.
Way too cool, man.
So he comes with that kind of a background to realize that storytelling is critical. And how do you do that on a product level? He was actually approached to the question, hey, could you create 50,000, customized videos in one shot? And he took the bold answer and said, yeah, I can do it. And that's how it started.
Wow. So speaking of stories, because that's awesome, and we do completely agree. In Sales Pros, stories sell. They do. and especially the good stories, which is why you always want to bring up great news. But let's talk a little bit about you in automotive. So tell us a little bit about your story coming into automotive.
Yeah, that's what I thought was really interesting. I spoke to so many different people over the last 48 hours, and it's amazing how a lot of people have stumbled into the industry, which is pretty much my story as well. And I'm just very humbled by it, the whole environment, the kind of energy that's drawing people into the industry. And I'm really just 1 year into it, but I'm really coming from business development and sales background, and I'm just kind of flabbergasted by how open people are with sharing information and knowledge and insights, and that's really what I'm here for too. It's just really collect as much as I can to really understand what people are looking for, what are they seeking, and when the moment's right, to provide the right, plant the right seeds of insights to see how they feel about, developments and things like that.
Yeah, man, great answer to that. I love that, and that's exactly what we're talking about here, right, Lou?
I mean, this is the type of forward progress that we want inside of a thought pattern of dealerships, leaders, those that are trying to move the industry forward. Because sometimes when technology shows up, the skills of the people that are doing the selling begins to retrogress because they stop utilizing or maximizing the time that they have and utilizing what they have, which is the gift of being able to speak, to listen, to empathize, to do all the things that our technology can't do. And if we can still capture some of the time that we spend in trying to capture some of the footage and trying to edit it and get it down, man, we have way more time on our hands to spend on the things that actually move the needle forward rather than just the stimulation part. Because getting a customer stimulated is one thing, keeping them excited, keeping them moving in the right direction is critical.
It truly is critical, and what I love is it sounds like you guys are not a company that likes to pontificate anything. They like to just move forward and do the right thing by just showing what you do, not talking about what you do, right?
Listening.
That's powerful, man.
That's huge.
Great job on
It's
that,
a
man. I
good
love
way
what
of
you're talking
summarizing.
about.
Yeah.
So how would people get a hold of you if they wanted to learn a little bit more about what you can do for them?
LinkedIn is fantastic. I'm active. I'm pretty much active 24 hours a day, kind of thing. I just like to respond to people as quickly as possible. Email is great as well. So, yeah.
Heck yeah. Well, we appreciate the time that you spent with us. Hopefully you get a little bit more out of the little bit of time that's left at the Kain 2024 Clients and Friends Workshop. This has been an incredible interbrew series that's been happening. Make sure that you do tag a car guy.
Tag a car guy.
And share.
Let's get this
Keep
out
it
there.
out there,
Let's
everybody.
make it happen, Captain Nick. That's my son's name, so I actually love that name. So I think it's great. And your last name, Miro. Where does that come from? You kind of gave me a little bit of history.
Yeah, it's actually originally a Ukrainian origin. So it's Miroshnichenko is the full last name. And my grandfather came to the U.S.
It was easier just to go with that. I understand. Yeah, totally get it. A lot of people
Short,
did that when they came over. They just made it to where it was simple, made everyone move on. But it's cool that you know the history of that. How long ago did your grandfather come over here?
Oh, that was back in the 50s, if I'm not mistaken.
So think about that and the legacy that he's left here. Now you're moving on, doing what you're doing.
Yeah.
You've got to be proud. Is he still around?
No.
Oh, bless his heart. I'm glad that he's seeing and looking down on you right now, just knowing how great a person you've become.
Yeah, absolutely.
Brother.
Heck yeah. Well, we appreciate each and every one of you taking the time to spend with us today. If you have been enlightened or want to find a little bit more information about what it is that we have been brewing, make sure that you do reach out, comment, share a coffee cup emoji, a couple of hand claps, show a little bit of love, but pass it around. Make sure that it is not just stopping here inside of Lexington, Kentucky, but it is getting out there to you, to your lot. But something that we love that you were speaking about is how you come out here to learn about how it is that you can adjust and input what it is that you have to the industry. That's what each and every one of you should do, because we all have incredible value to add to the industry. And we're so glad that we had the opportunity to brew with you. Thanks for now being forever stapled into the Car Guy Coffee culture, as we have a brew that is custom to the one, the only Nick Miro. Thank you so much for tuning in, everybody. I'm Lou Ramirez, the Car Guy.
And I'm Ferland Arts, Subprime Hero.
And before we head out, we're going to forgive, focus, fly. So, Nick, help us out on 3. Hands on the shoulders. 1, 2, 3. Forgive. Focus. Fly. And keep growing. Keep growing. Got it. Too easy. Got it. There we go. We'll see you all soon. Got a little bit more to brew. Let's go.
See you soon. Peace.